Now it's time for the most wholesome, a man and his cat. This is a cat, and it's almost 1, and it doesn't have a name yet, because it's still at the pet store, because other cats keep getting picked over it, because they're younger or cuter. So he's still there getting called ugly and feeling like no one will ever want him, and then one day, this man says, "This cat, please. I'd like this cat." And the cat is shocked that someone's picking him, wondering if he's thinking of getting him as a present for his wife, worried that they won't want him if they meet him. And the pet store employee says, "Is this a gift, sir?" And he says, "No, I just decided I wanted him. He's so very, very lovable. I want you for my very own." So the man brings home his new cat and says, "Come on out, we're home." And the cat's thinking, "You gotta be kidding me. This place is huge. I've spent my whole life in a tiny box. This is overwhelming. And what if your family hates me?" The man happens to say, "I'm the only one who lives here." And the cat's very surprised, thinking, all this space? But it's just you? Are you all alone? You have no one to pet and love you? And then the cat snuggles up to him and just thinks, "I'm right here." Well, the man did start trying out names like Spot, and the cat liked that one. Butterbean, the cat liked that one too. And Rice Ball, and the cat liked that one. So the man said, "Whatever I call you, you answer to it." And the cat's thinking, "I'm happy with anything, 'cause it's Mew. I'd settle for Booger if Mew wanted." And the man says, "Names are precious gifts, you know, but I want you to like it too. Long ago, when we were picking names for our children, my wife and I gave it a lot of thought and came up with a lot of options. But we went with our first option in the end. Fukumaru. Your name will be Fukumaru. Meeting you has been a joy, or Kafuku. So you're Fukumaru." And the cat thinks any name at all would do. Mew could call me anything you wanted and I'd still be happy. I mean, I thought I'd go Mewy whole life without a name. There's no such thing as too much happiness. Is there? The man had a very important question at the store. What does one need to take care of a cat? Food, yes? And the woman working at the store said, "There are 2 other essentials, sir. First, cat litter in a litter box. I'd start with the litter we use here. These are essentials. Next is cat food. This one's a bestseller, but you can always use this one. And there's also going to be toys in a house, and also..." He'd gotten a lot of stuff. And she said, "I'm sorry. I went all pushy salesperson on you, didn't I?" And he said, "Not at all. It's been a long time since I had this much fun shopping." And he thought, I'd forgotten that shopping with someone in mind could be so enjoyable. And he got home and said, "Fukumaru, look, it's a cat house." And Fukumaru was very happy with his lovely new home, the box that the cat house came in. One day the man was sitting with Fukumaru and he said, "I have a cat now. His name is Fukumaru. He's terribly clever and, as you can see, adorable. Cats are soft and very warm, aren't they? It's just as you said." And Fukumaru thinks, what a gentle voice. But who is he talking to? There's nobody here. I bet I just can't see them. But he sees them nice and clear. I mean, look at how kind his eyes are, and that gentle voice. They only get like that when they're turned towards someone. I've watched it happen lots of times before. Lots and lots and lots. Too many times to count. All I wanted was for someone to look my way. Mew and I will always be together now." And the old man said, "Oh, are you following me? In that case, do you want to take a bath with me?" And that did not go well. And Fukumaru thought, there are some places Mew and I can't be together after all. And the old man said, "I'm sorry. Forgive me, Fukumaru." The old man tells Fukumaru, "I've left you food, so eat it later when you feel like it. Also, it's not safe to climb up anywhere high, all right?" Fukumaru thinks, Daddy's voice, his face, they're full of worry. They're telling me he's going to leave me. "Mind the house for me, okay?" the man says. "I'll see you when I get back." To this, Fukumaru thinks, I'll be fine. When it comes to waiting, nobody's better than me. But after only a few seconds, Fukumaru starts breaking down, thinking, I'm lonely. I'm so lonely. So very lonely. I'm all alone. I hate this invisible wall. Daddy, even though I can see him, I can't go to him. He can't even hear me. But the man looks back at Fukumaru and smiles. Fukumaru thinks, I'll be okay. This is different from before. This is Miyai house. This is the house Miyai Daddy comes home to. Fukumaru's waiting around at home and he thinks it feels like forever since Daddy left. And then he remembers that he left him some food. So he goes to eat it and starts getting emotional. and thinks, I'm a no-good cat, so no good thoughts pop into Meowie head. Like maybe Daddy won't ever come back, 'cause no one wants a cat like me. But he thinks about the man. No, that can't be. Stay positive, Fukumaru. You gotta believe in Daddy, 'cause I bet, right Meow? Somewhere out there, for sure, Daddy's thinking of me. Just a little bit. So he goes to wait for him. And then he hears it. And he runs for the door, because coming in the door saying Fukumaru is the man. And he's finally home. He says, Fukumaru, you were waiting for me. And Fukumaru thinks, you bet I was. Welcome home, Daddy.